Yo, what up, pups? In this video, we're going to go over the conspiracy theory iceberg, and we're going to figure out, are you a sheep? Are you woke? How much of a sheep are you? How woke are you? So we've got some fun ones. Let's get right into it. I'm not going to try to prove any of these in this video. I'm just going to say these as if they're a matter of fact. And so you can show this video to your friends, and you can figure out how woke you are based on this iceberg. So we're going to start at the top of the list. I'm just going to say these as if they're matter of fact. The Federal Reserve. Okay, so the Federal Reserve is pretty basic conspiracy theory. The Federal Reserve, all the money is fake. The Federal Reserve says that it's all backed by faith. In 1933, we had the gold seizure. And as long as the Federal Reserve exists as an institution, we have constant inflation. Inflation is a constant. It just rotates from different asset class to different asset class. The Federal Reserve is modern slavery. It is the creature from Jekyll Island, and it lowered the required reserves ratio to 0% in March of 2020, which means there is no cap on credit expansion, which means there is no cap on inflation, which is why 40% of all US dollars ever created were created since 2020. So that's the Federal Reserve. It enslaves you. It is the creature from Jekyll Island, and it is not good. Okay, so still above the water, we have the right left dialect. If you know that the right and left are two wings of the same bird, that they're all Freemasons, that they're all Jesuits, that they're all Zionists, then you basically you're still service level, but you're still like pretty woke. You don't fall for psyops like Renee Nicole Good. You kind of have figured out that voting, we have selections, we don't have elections. So if you figured out we don't have elections, we have selections, elections are rigged, and that all of your politicians, your mainstream politicians, are actors. The number one donor, the top five donors for Obama were the same as the top five donors for Mitt Romney. If you know stuff like that, then you're still service level, but I'm going to give you a little bit of conspiracy theory points. Okay, the 9/11 hoax, this is basic math. Three buildings fell, there were two airplanes. How did the Pentagon get hit? There's no video of a plane, there's no pictures of a plane. Three buildings fell. Only two airplanes hit the buildings. 3 minus 2 equals 1. It's basic math. Building 7 officially fell because of an office fire, even though it is physically impossible that Building 7 fell unless it was a controlled demolition. So if you know that, you're still service level. Chemtrails and fluoride, these are pretty self-explanatory. They spray chemtrails in the sky. They spray fluoride in the water to make you deaf, dumb, and blind. I still drink fluoride water. I don't really care. I still breathe the air outside, obviously. But if you know about chemtrails, fluoride, the right-left dialect, the 9/11 hoax, the Federal Reserve, you're still service level. You're still a service level conspiracy theorist. You're not really that woke. You know, you're kind of basic. Okay? So we're going to get into the next one now. Did you take the jab? This is really the most important one. Did you take the 2020, 2021 COVID vaccine? Did you take genetic experimental genetic medicine that was untested, that was rushed out? Did you say that anyone who didn't take this medication should be forced to go to quarantine camp? Did you say anything like that? Did you take the mRNA gene editing government experimental medicine that's reminiscent of the Nuremberg Nazi genetic mutation experiments that they performed on twins in the Holocaust? Did you take the mRNA genetic experimental vaccines? If you didn't, I'm going to give you a lot of conspiracy theory points, and I'm going to say you can stop the video right now. If you didn't, you're woke enough for me. You're my brother in arms. I would literally die for you, and I would more importantly live for you. God as the government. Okay, so God represents the government and God. The government basically made God as part of mind control. I do believe that we do have a creator, but the modern God that we know that is going into countries and is killing babies and doing all this stuff, that all comes from the Old Testament. This idea we're never supposed to question God, we're never supposed to question the government. God hides us from the tree of life in the book of Genesis. All this stuff. God is the authoritarian government, and the government made God so that we would be obedient slaves that are afraid of being burned in the hellfire. So we would believe work is an ethic. You are unethical if you are not working, and if you are working, then you are ethical, no matter what. So God is a creation of the government, and if you understand this, then you're pretty awake. Speaking of God, Donald Trump is the Antichrist. He brings about the biblical book of Revelation. He plays Jesus. He is going to save the children from underground child trafficking tunnels that are orchestrated by the deep state. He is going to bring about the mark of the beast, which is Ripple XRP. So if you understand Ripple XRP is the mark of the beast, and you understand Donald Trump is the Antichrist, he has the mortal head wound, but the wound shall heal, like Donald Trump was shot in the left ear. If you understand Donald Trump is the Antichrist, that MAGA is Satanism, MAGA is literally the highest degree of Satanism, that's a fact, I'm going to give you some woke points. Besides taking the jab, I would say this is the most important one, the fake alien invasion. If you understand that we're going to have a fake alien invasion, if you understand Project Bluebeam, if you understand that aliens are fake and that they are going to blame a mega earthquake on fake aliens that are actually government spacecraft, and they are going to stage this fake alien invasion to promote the one world government, the one world currency, and the one world religion, then that's very important. I'm going to give you a lot of woke points for that. You're pretty woke. Very similar to the fake alien invasion is the mega earthquake. The mega earthquake storm that starts in Japan, the Japanese liquidity crisis, as we call it in the finance world. There's going to be a mega earthquake in Japan, a mega earthquake in Seattle and San Francisco, as well as Los Angeles. If you understand that living west of I-5 is extremely dangerous because we're going to have a fake alien invasion, and they're going to say that aliens from planet Nibiru are causing these earthquakes, then I'm going to give you a lot of conspiracy theory woke points. You're pretty woke. And on that same line, if you have evacuated liberal cities, if you understand, very similar to God being the government, that they are going to say that San Francisco, Seattle, Los Angeles, and Portland are like Sodom and Gomorrah. They're going to be destroyed by major earthquakes. They're going to be destroyed by tsunamis. I'm going to give you tons of woke points for that. Now we're going to get a little deeper into the into the iceberg. Targeted individuals, so social media influencers, people who speak out against the government. The Patriot Act all allows for individuals who speak out against the government to be targeted. We see this in the United Kingdom specifically, but in America, they target individuals. They spy on people who dissent. They will have social media influencers be harassed until they are complicit in the government agenda. If you understand that I am a targeted individual and that I am working with the government to mind control you and to program you, then you are pretty damn woke. If you know about the targeted individual program and you understand who targeted individuals are, how they become targeted individuals, you're very woke. If you understand that a person, if you are a targeted individual, a person who you are talking to that is seemingly normal could be an undercover federal agent, a CIA operative, then you are pretty damn woke. Microwave weapons and voice to skull, very similar to targeted individuals. They can use microwave weapons and voice to skull technology on these targeted individuals. They can cause your left ear to be ringing. So if your left ear is ringing, you are probably a targeted individual. But they have technology to put subliminal messages into your brain through microwave weapons and voice to skull technology. Now we're going to go a little deeper into the iceberg. Joe Biden was executed. This is pretty similar to QAnon. It's also pretty similar to Trump as the Antichrist. Joe Biden was executed in 2020 and replaced with a body double wearing a mask. That's why Joe Biden says that he is a naval officer. He was executed in a military tribunal, even though the real Joe Biden was not in the Navy. If you understand Joe Biden was executed, if you're privy to QAnon, you're privy to the show, you know about the underground child trafficking centers being flooded out by Donald Trump's weather weapon administration, then you're pretty damn woke. The prison planet, this basically is that when we die, we reincarnate and we come back to Earth. Our souls are recycled. The moon is a soul recycling machine, and that we're in a prison planet. If you understand that the moon is an artificial satellite and we are reincarnated after we die, we come back to Earth and we play different characters based on our karmic retribution. I'm going to give you a lot of woke points. The 13th Amendment, this is probably the most important one besides fake alien invasion and did you take the jab. The 13th Amendment literally states verbatim that slavery is still legal as long as it's punishment for a crime. So if you understand that slavery allows, that the 13th Amendment allows for modern slavery through our prison system, you are not required to be paid the minimum wage if you are forced to work in prisons, and it gives an incentive to arrest mass amounts of people, put them in prison, and keep them in prison for their cheap and free labor. If you understand that the 13th Amendment allows for modern slavery, it literally says in its writing that you are allowed to be a slave if it's punishment for a crime, then you are extremely woke. This is very important. And last, the fake deaths of celebrities. I would just include this in psyops in general. But fake celebrities are people who are wearing masks. They die and then they play a different celebrity. I believe that these people literally make deals with the devil so that when they die, they come back and they're famous again. They're rich again. They make deals with, they understand this prison planet and they understand reincarnation. They understand that they are going to come back to life. This also has to do with flat Earth and the shape of the Earth, what's beyond the ice wall, and what is, the extraterrestrial means extra land. So when we talk about extraterrestrials, we're talking about people from the land beyond the ice wall. The Disney and the Paramount logo, they fly the rocket ship up into the sky and then right back down to the earth. There is no such thing as space, and that we fake the moon landing. That would be another basic conspiracy theory. But celebrities, they go to special islands, they go into hiding. They don't actually die, and if they do actually die, it's because they made a deal with the devil to come back again and reincarnate as another celebrity, or they are literally just taking off a mask and wearing a different mask. So you understand that when celebrities die, they're sacrificed by numerical code, and they're faking their deaths to traumatize you. If you understand someone like Kobe Bryant dying in a helicopter crash and then coming back to play Myles Garrett, or that Kobe Bryant and Myles Garrett are played by the same actor. If you understand Donald Trump is Elvis Presley died and came back to play Donald Trump. If you understand Taylor Swift is Anton LaVey's granddaughter, or Anton LaVey's daughter, then I'm going to give you a lot of conspiracy theory points. This is also going to tie into deeply understanding gematria and the idea that celebrities are programming you with mind control subliminally, with alphanumeric language. If you understand that, then you're basically as woke as you need to be.